I don't usually make videos regarding Dragon Ball at all, unless it's something I really want to talk about, or I usually stream it. So today, Dragon Ball Diama officially began, and now I didn't watch the full episode, because it's in Japanese, and I don't like watching things in Japanese. So, there was a clip that I saw. Maybe it wasn't really a clip, it was a screenshot. And it really got me thinking. There was a screenshot I saw, and it really got me thinking about the community, and the community as a whole are either okay with it, or they're back to their whingy, whiny ways about them changing things again. While there are some people that may be okay with it, while others are against it. So, what is this clip or screenshot I saw? Well, the screenshot was of Kibito, Supreme Kai's assistant, and he was wearing the Potara earrings. And it was stated that apparently they've gone back to the original retcon, or it was just a theory about why Vegito fused. And Kibito basically stated that the fusion failed because they were inside of Boo. The smell of Boo caused the earrings to defuse. Now, that was the original theory. That's what everybody originally stated in Dragon Ball Z. When we first saw this happen, the fans all stated, "Oh, it was the inside of Boo that caused the defusion." So we fast forward to Dragon Ball Super. Kawasu states that the fusion earrings only last an hour if you are a mortal. However, if you are a Supreme Kai, then only Supreme Kais will have their fusions become permanent. And this annoyed a lot of people. They called this a retcon, or they didn't like the explanation, they thought it was stupid. Now, understand, if you've watched Dragon Ball long enough, maybe you would understand how it would work. So, you created this crazy strong earrings that caused two characters to fuse together to become the most overpowered character in the entire series. Vegito is so overpowered, he bodied Boo, and he bodied Zamasu. He bodied two characters, and they were basically fusions, in quotations. The fact that Vegito was able to body two of the most powerful villains at the time just tells you how incredibly overpowered this fusion is. Gogeta seems to be a movie-only kind of, fusion. It is still strong. It destroyed Janemba. And, yeah, Gogeta isn't as strong as Broly, because he struggled with Broly. But some people would say Vegito might have fared better against Broly in Super, but I guess, again, it's a movie. Gogeta is a movie villain. It seems to be a movie-only fusion, because they don't do it in the anime. So, why am I bringing this up? Why am I bringing this up? Well, in Daima, as I said, they explained that the Potara Fusion has once again gone through a change. They said that Boo's body caused the defusion. Now, it's odd to me that the original theory is now being used as a retcon in Dragon Ball Diama. So, I don't know. I just think it's kind of weird that they would use this as an excuse to why the fusion failed. You see, they never made retcons to the fusion dance. They basically said, it's 30 minutes, do a pose, it's 30 minutes. And it seems like the Portara Fusion is the only fusion that tends to get changed. It's either Boo's body causes it to defuse, or, well, Goku and Vegeta are not Kais, so therefore it's not permanent. Understand, if it was permanent, then that would mean we'll be getting rid of Vegeta and Goku as characters. It seems like the fans just get angry whenever the fusions don't the Potara Fusion lives up to what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to make them permanent, I keep hearing the community say. So you're saying you would rather lose Goku and Vegeta as characters in the show just for the forsake of the fusion actually doing what it was supposed to do? You're forgetting that if the fusion earrings were permanent, then that would mean Caulifla and Kale would permanently be Kefla. They would permanently be Kefla, and that's basically it. They'd be stuck that way forever. So it sounds like the community just want the earrings to do what they're supposed to do, keep a character permanent. But here's another thing. Kobito and Shin, the Supreme Kai of Universe 7, defused in Super, and they were both Kais. In Dragon Ball Super, in the Universe Destroyer arc, when it was Universe 7 versus Universe 6, Goku sees the Supreme Kai and Kobito, and he asks, the last time I saw you guys were fused. How did you defuse? And the Supreme Kai states he used the Dragon Balls on planet Namek to defuse. So if these earrings are supposed to be permanent, like they say, then how come the Dragon Balls can fix it? If the Potara Fusion are supposed to be permanent, then nothing should fix it, not even the Dragon Balls. The point that I'm trying to make is that it feels like they created something so overpowered that they have to keep changing it. It's either they created the fusion for the sake of something, and now they have to keep changing it because it's so overpowered. We see Vegeta, as I said, he bodied Majin Buu and Zamasu, and we saw Kefla completely overwhelm Goku, even as a Super Saiyan Blue in the Tournament of Power. Though some people think that's bogus and bullshit, and she really shouldn't, but Vegeta has explained in Dragon Ball Z, in the original Dragon Ball Z, how Saiyans get stronger after every single fight. Remember the whole Zenkai boosting? So we're just gonna forget about the Zenkai boost now? Yes, I know, it hasn't been mentioned ever since the Frieza saga, so people may think, well, I guess Zenkai boosts aren't a thing anymore, because, they were only using that to make Goku and Vegeta strong enough to fight Frieza. You've got to understand, if it wasn't for Vegeta beating up Ginyu in Goku's body, Goku would never have been able to defeat Frieza. So that is something you should understand as well. So basically, even though it may never be mentioned anymore, it still happens. Let's look at the future Trunks saga from Dragon Ball Super. Vegeta couldn't even hurt Goku Black. He couldn't hurt Goku Black in Super Saiyan Rose the first time it happened. And what happens the next time they fight? Vegeta overwhelms Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black, and Goku Black states that it's Vegeta's anger that's causing him to get stronger. Well, that's sort of correct, but it's also incorrect, Zamasu. A Saiyan's body gets stronger after every battle. Even when they have a near-death experience, they fully recover from battle. Yes, Patrick, near-death experiences. How many near-death experiences have Caulifla and Kale experienced for them to get the Zenkai boosts? Gohan didn't experience... How many times was Gohan beaten up? In the Saiyan saga and the Frieza saga. And he still got stronger after every fight, and his rage boosts kept getting Gohan stronger. So the point is that, sure, it may not sound logical for Caulifla and Kale and even Kaba to get stronger, But that's the point of what Saiyans are. They get stronger. That's the point of Saiyans. We all know this is the point of Saiyans, but somehow, some bloody hell, people just keep forgetting this. It feels like people just forget this. Another thing, the other reason why and there are so many other things that they've used. You know, the Dragon Balls, the defused fusions, they keep saying that the fusions are permanent, but they somehow still defuse anyway from Boo's body, and now there's a time limit. And also, the guy that introduced Potara earrings, the Elder Kai, somehow didn't know any of this. His fusion was permanent. You know, for Elder Kai to be the character to introduce Potara earrings, and for him to somehow not know there's a time limit on them, or, oh, the Dragon Balls can just fix all the problems, he fused with a witch. Yes, Patrick, a witch! A witch that's immortal! And Elder Kai is a Supreme Kai. But remember what Gowasu said in Super. It's only permanent if a Supreme Kai is involved with the fusion. Elder Kai is a Supreme Kai. The Witch is immortal. Therefore, permanent. If the Elder Kai was not a Supreme Kai, it wouldn't be permanent. I feel like the point that I'm trying to make in this video is that these earrings shouldn't be permanent. Because for some bizarre reason, I keep thinking that people just want these earrings to be permanent. Because I've seen some people think Daima's explanation was better than Super's, which I completely disagree with. The Boo's body excuse for why the fusion defused just sounds like the most lamest excuse ever. The whole thing of, well, they're mortals, it only lasts an hour, to me makes more of a sense to me than just it, oh, they were in Boo's body, so therefore if they ever defuse again, it'll be permanent. Now, I have no idea where in the timeline Dragon Ball Diama is taking place. I don't know if this is taking place during Dragon Ball Super, or if this is happening early before Dragon Ball Super. Even if this is happening early before Dragon Ball Super, maybe Goku and Vegeta's attire, their ring gear, well not ring gear, their fight gear, may help us understand. Vegeta was wearing his Cell Saga blue armor that he wore in the Cell Saga. Now obviously this isn't taking place during the before the Boo Saga. We know Dragon Ball Super takes place after the Boo Saga. We know that. We know Super takes place after the Boo Saga, because the ending of Dragon Ball Z shows Goku leaving with Oob. And Oob was mentioned in Super. And he was mentioned in Super. So I don't know if Daima is like very early before. I don't know if this is like, if Daima's gonna be like super early before Dragon Ball Super comes into it, or if this is somewhere in the middle. I guess if Beerus is in this movie, in this series, then we can confirm it's going to be in Super, because the whole thing made me wonder, if this is taking place during Super, then how in the bloody hell is Goku's kid body going to use Ultra Instinct? That's the thing that's concerning me, if this is going to be taking place during Super. But it makes me think it's not really taking place before Super, but Vegeta kind of always wears the same armor. There was a time he wore grey armor in the Universe 6 tournament, but he usually always wears the blue armor, the armor with the blue. So it's very difficult to know when this whole thing is taking place. But again, they keep changing the Potara earrings. They keep changing the rules with the Potara. And I think it is now time for them to make a choice. It's time for them to make a choice. I don't think these things should be permanent. The fact that people want these things to be permanent and actually live up to what they're supposed to be, then if they're going to be permanent, then they have to be removed from the show. Because you can't have Goku and Vegeta fuse into Vegito and they stay as Vegito forever. Or you have Caulifla and Kale fuse to Kefla and they stay as Kefla forever. But again, as I've already told you already, the Dragon Balls can fix it. The Dragon Balls can fix it. What, so every single time they use the fusion earrings now, we have to be like, oh hey, Dragon, I need you to defuse us. That's just so silly. That's just so silly to me. So I say these earrings should never be permanent. They should never be permanent. There's no reason for them to be permanent. If they're going to be permanent, then they have to be taken away from the show. Because you can't have Goku and Vegeta fuse and they stay as Vegeta. Because then you're getting rid of two of your main characters. Just fusing them into one. You're getting rid of two of your basically number one and number two characters, putting them together in a fusion, and they have to stay that way forever. Sorry guys, no more Goku, no more Vegeta, no more Vegeta spouting about wanting to be better than Kakarot, no more of Goku's idiotic nature. You know, can't have that anymore, because the entire community just wants these earrings to actually live up to what they're supposed to be, and that's them being permanent. So in my opinion, no, they should not be permanent. They should have a time limit. I'd much rather the 1 hour time limit they used instead of the Boo's body thing was the reason why they defused in Diama. I just do not like how two different Dragon Ball animes just completely change everything, and I just wish they'd just stick with one. It's either they're permanent, it's either Boo's body was the reason why their fusion failed, or the fact they're mortals and it only lasts for an hour. Like, they really need to pick a side here. They really need to pick a side on what they want these earrings to do. Because I'm kind of getting very, very tired of the rules being changed. Look, I accepted the 1 hour time limit rule, the 1 hour time limit thing with the earrings, unlike most of the community, because everyone just thought it was stupid and everyone just hated it and they just thought it was stupid. Well, I think it actually makes sense. Well, I think it makes sense for it to only be permanent for Supreme Kais, but now they're basically saying Boo's body is the reason why the fusion fails. Okay, then why did Kabuto and Shin use the Dragon Balls to defuse? They certainly weren't in Boo's body for their fusion to fail. They weren't in Boo's body for their fusion to fail. Again, they can just use the Dragon Balls, because the Dragon Balls fix everything. Dragon Balls can even bring back universes. Dragon Balls can even bring back universes now. Dragon Balls fix everything. So I say the fusion earrings should never be permanent. Thank you all for watching this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that thumbs up. And I will see you guys in the next video.